if you enjoy and you're quite quick to jump from one thing to another, going from looking after the really acute emergency situation and having to make decisions on the spot pretty much, then gastroenterology is a good specialty for that. My name's Jeeves. I'm one of the ST4 Gastroenterology registrars, which is the first year of our specialist registrar training, which is in gastroenterology and hepatology. So we're just coming up to the north entrance of James Cook Hospital here. It's the one of two entrances we've got because it's a pretty big site. This is the entrance that's closer to the endoscopy department, which is just through this way. Gastroenterology and hepatology as a specialty is one of the broader specialties. A lot of the specialties, when you get into the point of becoming a specialist, you're narrowing yourselves down to just one organ, whereas gastroenterology encompasses a whole load of different organs. We've pretty much got everything from here to here. One of the good things about looking after so many different organs is a lot of the medical specialties, you do your specialty and then you also spend some of your time doing what we call acute medicine. And that's where it's not selected into your specialty, but you just see basically everything that comes through the door. And I feel that when your specialty encompasses a lot of organs, it means that when you get the unselected call it, of people coming in with different problems, it doesn't feel like you're doing something completely different. So they kind of feed into each other well. Learning endoscopy is definitely one of the things that people enjoy most about gastroenterology on the whole. And although all throughout our training, we're training and we're learning, but when we start learning endoscopy, you're starting to learn a really hands-on skill, and that's a skill that you're always going to have, hopefully. And it's a satisfying thing to do a procedure, spot the problem, and you can almost immediately treat that problem, which is obviously much less invasive for the patients. Recovery time's much better. Just it's more satisfying way of solving problems. We're in one of our endoscopy suites at James Cook Hospital. And so basically we have 4 of these suites in the hospital. So this is a lot of complicated functions, but all basically focus on the endoscope. And these control the lights, the cameras, and then you have a procedure court on here for any procedures you need to do, biopsies, samples, cauterizing and things, that kind of thing. The Northern Deanery always does really well on the kind of trainee satisfaction surveys, and I think there's probably quite a lot of different reasons for that. But one of the big reasons would probably be just the Northeast itself and the culture of the Northeast, how friendly everyone is. When you work in almost all of the hospitals in the Northeast, you notice that your supervisors, your consultants are all really supportive, and I think that feeds through to why trainees are so happy up here. One of the best things is we have the big hospitals, we have the specialist centres, we have a transplant unit, all the kind of things that you do have in other places like London. But then what we have on top is the countryside, it's a bit less busy, you've got a bit more time to train. The commutes on the whole can be better, the cost of living's better. I could go on. Everyone's so friendly. There is a sense of community in the Northeast, and knowing you have that support just makes you a bit more confident in what you do.